Me. You should do. I told her I got COVID.
No. Hopefully this don't kill it.
What you do?
What's up, y'all? We are live right now. Happy Thursday. I had to switch up the link, so hopefully y'all still get it. I'm going to add the link in this story. Hey, y'all. I had to switch up the link. I apologize. I set it up wrong, so I'm glad y'all still found us. I set it up wrong the other day. My bad. Happy New Year. So excited to be back. Ooh, I'm so excited to be back for the new year. I feel like it's been a pretty good year already. In the last 13 days. 13 days. Let me see here. Yeah, what's syrup right there? I'm trying to send out this live link because I did it wrong. And now it's not going to let me. So, okay. Thank you guys for jumping on. We'll give it a few minutes since I kind of botched it. We'll give it a couple minutes. Okay. For people to get on. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good start to the year. I was just talking to someone. This whole counter needs to be cleaned off. I was just talking to someone. I was on doing a career consultation with a woman, and we were kind of just talking about, just the start of the year with your careers and how it just feels very, very, you feel like you get another chance when the new year starts. And it's not just your careers, I guess it's with everything, but you just feel like you get another chance to make something good and do something great, right? So we were kind of talking about that. And I just, every year, at the beginning of the year, I just feel like that. I feel so good. I need a rag.
Just move the seats around.
I'm talking about on the counter. The counter need to be clean. Your side too, because there's spaghetti all over it. A fresh start, right? Exactly. That's exactly how. I don't know what it is about January 1st that just clicks in your brain. Like you need to work hard. You need to do this. You need to do that. I think it's all the media hoopla around it. You know what I mean? But it just makes me feel that way. Thank you. So, two people in your house have COVID and you don't have it? Well, I'm praying for those two. And I'm also praying that you don't get it either. So Christmas, let me talk to y'all. So Christmas, my dad calls me on Christmas. They were supposed to come over here, right? And he's like, man, my sense of smell, it's kind of not there. So I'm kind of afraid that I might have COVID. So I'm going to test myself. So he tested himself.
Sorry.
He tested himself. My mom tested herself. Neither of them had it. The test was negative. So they came over on Christmas. And then, of course, he tested himself again the day after Christmas and found out that he was positive. And none of us, thank God, none of us got it. So that was a blessing right there. Yeah, it was spaghetti and syrup. But yeah, none of us ended up getting it. And my mom didn't even get it either. Go ahead.
Oh. What's up, everybody? What are you doing? Oh. My son gave it to my sister. Oh my God.
Huh?
Yvette said her son gave it to her sister.
Oh, goodness. So what y'all got to drink tonight? Let us know. This that's yours or mine?
Yeah, that'll be yours.
I don't know, because you had it right there.
You drinking coffee? You about to be up all night, huh? Because I ain't about to be up all night with your ass.
Yeah, watch our show.
Yeah, that's cool. My son ain't about to be come 1 o'clock. You gonna be watching? You still up? You gonna be watching that shit by yourself?
Whatever. Whew, Lordy. Why would you do that?
Cause you do. It's
You're
because
more into it.
yeah, but yeah, that's fine.
Hope y'all having a good week. I am drinking today. It's called Sweet Marcella. It's a sweet red wine. Found this. What you got?
Same thing I always got. Your connection is unstable.
Why is our connection unstable?
There you go.
Oh, now it's back. Okay. What you are? How you do this? What is this?
Dog. People drop out. So
Got a new wine opener.
it's as simple as it looks.
It don't look that simple.
It's really simple.
Not like the other one do.
It's actually very, very simple. Stick it in.
Oh.
And close it up.
Wow. That's fancy. Why we been using that old one then? I should have bought one of these years ago. Whew, it's been a day.
Stella, good old Stella.
Oh, I like my Stella Rosa. I said your name wrong last time, and now I can't remember if it's Kashira or Kashira. I think it's Kashira. I said it wrong last time, and I apologize. I think it's Kashira, though. Tell me if I got it right. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. How you get it off?
It's just, oh God, dude.
I don't know how to use it.
Simple. I don't have to use it for the first time the other day too.
Kashira. Okay, cool. I remember. No drinks tonight, girl. You need a drink. You got two COVID positive people in your house.
Yvette said she don't have it though. I was gonna say,
Yeah, she said she don't have it. She don't have it. So I'm so excited. I'm excited to be back with y'all. We have been live in what? Almost a month? I think it's been close to a month.
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
3 weeks.
Fix this wig a little bit. Mess. So we were kind of tossing around what we kind of wanted to talk about today. We have a few things to talk about, a few little updates. You guys saw our latest video. You probably know one of them, but we have just a few little updates. Oh, Tasha already said it. A few little updates today. Just kind of what, kind of what's been going on the last couple of weeks. And yeah. So you want to start?
I think we got that call. I think our last live was I think that was a Thursday before I got the call.
It might have been.
No, because I got the call. I think we went live. Christmas was on Saturday. I think we went live that's Sunday. That's Sunday before Christmas. So yeah, I got the call on Thursday. After waiting, this process was
call
long.
About what?
Oh, about getting the job. The call about getting the job, and this was a long process. Probably the longest job interview process I ever went through, but happy and nonetheless excited about what's to come. Like I said in the vlog, more family time, more time around the house with the kids, home on the weekends, which we're gonna see about that.
Plenty for you to do.
Right. Because I'm sure she will find. For everybody who's been watching vlogs, y'all know if CC, if it's a day for Mark, it's a day CC gonna find something for me to do. So
I work every weekend around here.
So just like my vacation, I've been off I technically have been off for maybe a week on Saturday. I took some time off after leaving my job. I've been here working and kind of getting the house in order. So it's been cool. I'm excited. I appreciate all the well wishes on the comments on the video. So I appreciate everybody about that.
We're excited. So we on Saturdays is usually just me and the 4 kids at home. And so I work Monday through Friday. So Saturdays and Sundays are my time to like catch up, to clean, to plan out my week, to if I'm a meal prep that week, meal prep. It's just like the time to try to get everything done and fit it in those 2 days. And then on top of it, having all the kids, because he worked on Saturdays, so having all the kids on Saturdays, it was just like a lot. So it'll be nice to have, we've been operating like that for 6 years though.
6 years. Yeah.
We added a few kids along the way.
We'll say the whole time the kids been alive, I've been operating like this pretty much, besides what I think Morgan's first year and then Raya's first 7 months.
Yeah.
After that we've been operating under this schedule.
But it'll just be nice. I feel like we'll be able to get some of our time back, our family time. So we'll be able to maybe take some weekend trips and do some things on, just do some things on the weekends together and not just try to like fit all the family time in on Sunday.
Yeah, I would have kind of like getting to the point where, not getting to the point where it was basically like anytime we did something, it was like it had to be planned out. It couldn't just be like, oh, let's go do this, or we should do this weekend, or we should do that this weekend. It had to be like, okay, well, in January, I want to take the kids here. So I need you to take one of these Saturdays off. Or in October, we want to go to the pumpkin patch. So I need you to figure, and it couldn't be, I could never do stuff at the end of the month because I was in sales. So kind of like we really had like 3 weekends out of the month where we could like do stuff. So it's just going to be fun to be able to not have the stress of sales. Sales is a very lucrative industry, but it's very stressful, especially in the position that I was in, managing people. So getting out of that is just going to be, it's going to be nice to kind of just be, I'm an individual contributor. It's nasty.
It's all right. I don't know. I don't know. So, I won't recommend that one. I've had better sweet reds, but. So
just excited. Doing something for the first time in six and a half years. So it's crazy.
We're excited for him. What are you going to be doing?
I'm the associate product manager.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Yeah.
We're excited for him. We're excited for, like I said, just to get some time back with our family, have family time. So excited about that. So that's one of the updates. What are the other updates?
Nothing. We ain't been doing. I literally have going to be being off is pretty cool. I will say. We really haven't. CC just got back to work. What, this week or was it last week?
It was last week.
It feels like it was this week. Like this week.
Like shade. I was working.
But planning. We've been doing a lot of content planning for stuff that we're gonna do with the channel and with the Instagram and stuff like that. So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, if you ain't following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of content planning, and hopefully we just want to grow this year and get our platforms out there and our channels out there. So we always appreciate the love from y'all and the support from y'all. It never goes unnoticed. So thank you. We've been watching this new show too. Wait.
Because we about to open it. We just getting into the live. We about to be rambling. Let's hit some comments before we start.
Oh my God.
Let's hit some comments before we start rambling.
Like you don't like the show.
I do like the show, but you about to start rambling for about 15 minutes. So before you do that, let's hit the comments.
Fine, go ahead.
So if I say I gotta work early in the morning.
Me too. I do.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. Thank you, Tasha. I ain't got my glasses on, y'all. So if I pronounce it, I gotta go get my glasses. I'm legit. Oh, speaking of which, I've been wearing, y'all noticed in the vlogs and stuff that I've been wearing glasses. And I legit need my glasses. I'm like sinking in that I'm getting old now.
Old people eyes.
And I'm like, oh my God. Even today, like I was looking on the back of, I got a gift card when I left my other job, and it was a phone number at the top of the card. And I'm looking, I'm like, I could not see this phone number, what this number was. If it said 888 or 800, I had to put my glasses on. So I say all that to say, if I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry I don't have my glasses on, so I'm squinting. So don't worry about that.
Mine's your sweaty towel on my counter.
Oh, my bad. It's not your counter, it's our counter. We both pay for this house. You said what?
You can get it though.
Whatever. The great CC. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mara. Thank you, Yvette.
Can you read it?
I'm trying. Kashar, thank you. I'm praying for your household, Yvette. Yeah, I mean, COVID, it's just praying for your household too, Yvette. This COVID stuff is just like crazy. The mandate came down today. Well,
It did not come down today.
It came down for healthcare workers. It did not come down for the general public, which I'm not gonna say shocked about, but was.
I didn't think it was gonna go through.
Yeah, I didn't think.
Did we tell y'all? Did we tell them?
Well,
Did we talk to them? I don't think we did. So we ended up going ahead and getting vaccinated.
Yes, we did.
I know we kind of talked about it. A little bit last time, and our reasoning why we weren't, but we kind of got tired of the back and forth and waiting to see what was going to happen, and we were just like, forget it. They're going to make us get it eventually anyway. So we did go ahead and get vaccinated, and so we got our first dose.
I actually got the email text from CVS today about coming in and getting my second dose on the 19th. So.
And that's like I still don't know if I feel like, I don't know. I don't feel like, just still feel like I don't know if I made the right decision, but we got our first dose. So we're halfway there. And then we'll be going to get our second dose next week. So, that's another little update. We did do that over this Christmas holiday. We went ahead and broke down and just did it. Stephanie said, how's the new job going?
It hasn't started yet, Stephanie. Thank you. Haven't started yet. I left my job. I was like a lame duck. That's what I call it. Lame duck general manager for my last week with my company, and kind of was like helping they transferred a guy from another store over. So I kind of was like getting him up to speed on some stuff. And I really, after like Wednesday, I really wasn't doing much, and I'm taking a week off. So I'm in the middle of my unemployment. I'm technically unemployed right now. I don't start, and I'm going to this company I'm off on Martin Luther. I've never had a job where I was off on Martin Luther King Day, so I don't have to work on Monday. So I don't start until Tuesday of this upcoming week. They actually acknowledge Martin Luther King Day, so it's going to be interesting.
Just season. What did I?
Oh, just season, because I'm not old. I'm just season.
Oh.
Not old. Whatever. She be acting like she's so much younger than me. Like she is like 3 and some change years younger than me. Some change.
It's closer to 4.
3 and some change are younger than me.
It's closer to 4. You better say go get your glasses. Cause you like this. Like, what's wrong with you?
I can't see.
Get yourself together.
Are you going to miss getting the opportunity to drive all the different cars? So I guess that's another update. We bought our 2-car family again. We haven't been a 2-car family in about
6 months.
6 months. But technically, we wasn't driving that car. It was just sitting there. That's why we sold it. But
yeah, we ended up. So this summer, we were like, "Oh, you're not gonna leave your job. You're staying at your job for a while." And we had 2 cars. We've always had 2 cars, but one car has always just pretty much sat. We barely drove it.
Literally, I had to be like, you need to drive the Chrysler this week because it hasn't been drove in like 3 weeks. We need to drive the Chrysler
because he had work cars, and then we had our other car, which was the big car where the whole family can fit. So we weren't driving that car, and this summer we were like, well, forget it. Let's get money for it because they looking for used cars. It was a good car, still in great condition. It only
had like 50,000 miles on it. It was a
2016.
Okay, 2016. Only 50,000 miles on it. Carvana gave us a nice chunk of more. Literally, the difference between what Carvana gave us and what we paid for in
It
the
was like
end.
$1,000.
In the end, I only paid $1,000 for the car.
And we had it for 5 years, and it was like $1,000 bucks.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's how much money we got for the car, and we were like, "Well, forget it, sell it."
And I had no plans of getting out of the industry at that point.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna be driving company cars, and
lo and behold, 6 months later, he has a new job. So we ended up going ahead and buying another car, well, leasing another car. So we ended up getting a Hyundai Santa Fe.
Which you guys will see that process. It was that between that and a couple other cars. You gotta
Yeah.
see the process of which we went through on deciding what vehicle we was going to go with. But in the end, I am going to miss a lot of things about my last job. I didn't pay for gas with my last job.
Car maintenance, just little stuff like that. Car maintenance.
We didn't pay for car maintenance. We didn't pay for gas. We didn't pay for oil changes. There's a lot of perks that came with being at that company. Don't get me wrong. And I'm going to miss them all. The driving the cars, it was kind of cool like the first year I did it. But then it kind of became like a car is a car, which is kind of where I'm at now. Like when you guys see the kind of car we got, not that we got like a beater or anything like that, but it's still kind of like it's gonna get us from A to B.
That's where I like, unless it's my dream car, I really don't care what car it is. It's like unless it's something that I'm like I've been dreaming about getting, which I don't know what my dream car is.
Mine's is a Beamer 750i, the big boy Beamer, which when I make the money to get, and it'd be after the kids is. They're not
all
gone.
They do is trash.
That's what I'm saying. They got to get older. Queez got to be at least 9 or 10 before I get that car because I don't want them to be messing up the leather in it. So like $100,000 car. So
you got $100,000 car money.
So I said about 10 years when Queez. I'm hoping my son go ahead and get vaccinated now that he's caught it. Plus, he has a child that he could have given it to. I'm not gonna touch them.
We did it, but we're still on the fence. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I really don't. You don't know how your body will respond. That's very true. I think that's the scariest part about it is that some people I know, have had it. Vaccinated, not vaccinated, and there were mild symptoms, and then some people I know that had it that were really bad, vaccinated and not vaccinated.
Now I was gonna say my boy, I had like 2 spectrums of it. My cousin got it, and he had it real bad, and it made him go get vaccinated. And then my boy, one of my close friends, was vaccinated, and he got it real bad. It was, yeah.
You just don't know. So.
Nonetheless, we are here.
We did it. Can I talk about my show now?
I think we got one more comment. Nice, I love my Santa Fe. Yeah, Santa Fe. I'm enjoying the Santa Fe.
It's a pretty nice car.
I am enjoying. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's a nice car. It rides smooth. We got some nice. Yeah, I feel like if y'all don't know, my father-in-law, her father, obviously been selling cars forever. I think we bought our last, technically we didn't buy the Honda from Pops, but we buy all our cars from Pops. And I was looking at I wanted a Sonata is what I really wanted. But it's so hard to come across cars, period. Right now, the car industry is so crazy.
Every lot we went to, we have one. We have this one lonely car that you could drive. Yeah.
So I wanted a Sonata, and Pops was like looking at this one for us, and he was like, "Yeah, this car 100 miles away. I don't know," and it wasn't even the one I wanted because I didn't want the base one. He's like, "I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get it here." He like, "But I can get you to Santa Fe." I was like, "Cool." We drove out there, drove it, and he like, "What you think?" I was like, "Looks like a suburban family SUV car. I'm good. Let's go for it."
That's where we are. Only thing is the whole family can't fit into it. So if all 6 of us are going somewhere, we have to. We have our 3rd row SUV, so we have to jump in that. But it's cool. It's a car.
It's a nice car. It's a nice car. It's a nice car.
It's a car.
It's got his little perks, little stuff. I like it. I'm enjoying it. Here we go. All right, y'all. So, CC is super excited to talk about this show.
Don't act like you not, too. Don't act like you not. So, it's this show. It's not a new show. It's called Monogamy. Has anyone watched this show? And I feel like I've talked to you about this before a couple years ago because I watched like season 1 and season 2, and they came out with season 3 in like the end of September. And so this past year, the end of September. And so it's just so good. So it's on like the all black app. Like if you have a Fire Stick or a smart TV or whatever, it's on the all black app. And you have to pay for the app to get the first 7 days free. The show only has 6 episodes, 3 seasons, and they're 30 minutes long. So you can finish it in 7 days if you just download the app and do the free trial. But the show is so good. That MJ?
I think he's doing his norm though.
So it's called Monogamy. And it's called Craig Ross Jr.'s Monogamy. I don't know. But so Tony from Girlfriends is in it.
Eddie from
Family Matters, he's in it. Oh boy from
City Guys.
Y'all remember the show City Guys? I think his name's Wesley Johnson.
Yeah,
he's been in the game
He's been in a few things since City Guys, but he still's probably to 80 babies. He's known as the guy from City Guys, the black guy from City Guys.
He's been in a lot of stuff over the years, like little shows like that. Where old dude from? He been in a lot of stuff. He was in Stomp the Yard. He was
he been in a bunch of stuff.
The guy, he was the head of the fraternity in Stomp the Yard, the Thetas.
Second Stomp.
The one that Columbus Short. No,
yeah,
the first
one. Yeah.
The one that Columbus Short was pledging the Thetas. He was the head of the fraternity. That dude, he was in there. So good, right? So basically the concept of the show is these couples, they go to this thing called the experiment, and it's these 4 couples. They're having trouble in their marriage.
Don't tell the whole show.
I'm not.
Tell the first season.
They're at different. Vanessa Simmons, yep.
Yeah, Vanessa Simmons.
They're at different stages in their marriage. So the one couple been together for 11 years, another couple been together for like 7 years. 1 year, I think, was one couple. Yeah. So they're at different stages in their marriage, but the thing they have in common is that they're all in trouble. They're not happy in their marriage. Their marriages are rocky. So they sign up to go to this thing called the experiment, and
it's like husband wife swap.
Yeah. It's top secret, so they can't tell nobody what they're doing, what it's about, what they experience. They put up like all their money, all their assets and everything with the promise that their marriage will be better when they come out.
And not only will their marriage be better when they come out, but if they come out, they're getting paid for going through this.
They're getting paid a lot of money for going through it.
Yeah.
But there's this stuff that this experiment is throwing at them along the way. So they leave and they go for 2 months. They leave their spouse and they have these 4 couples basically swap spouses. And so
interchange them.
So two of the couples, they switch spouses, and then the other 2 couples switch spouses. And they just basically have them in this house. They can't have any communication with the outside world.
Besides when the experiment calls for them to go do stuff.
Yeah. And so it's like, it's crazy, and it kind of make you think, and you'll be like, man, what would I do if I was put in a situation like that for 2 months?
Which I asked CC, I remember, and I realized the answer she gave. I've been like, if you were locked away in a house, and then you gotta keep in mind that this is during rocky times, with somebody for 2 months, can you say that you would come back and you didn't do anything? And she's like, no, she was wanted. She's like, I can't say 100% no. And that's what the mystery of the show is like,
And then how you deal with that afterwards. How they all deal with whatever happened in that house afterwards. But it's like I feel like anybody, if you was to be like, okay, so we all on rocky terms, like our marriage is not happy at all whatsoever. We kind of thinking about calling it quits already. This is like a last ditch effort, last chance to get it right. And then you get like locked away for 2 months. You have no communication at all with your spouse, with anybody in the outside world for 2 months. And you're supposed to like talk about stuff like your marriage. And then they send you these, like at first the couples don't know, like when they swap, they like don't know about each other. They kind of stand away from each other, not really understanding what they got into. And then the experiment sends them these videos of the other person, and it kind of like humanizes the other person. So
I think you understand.
Yeah, why they act.
Person.
Yeah, the person.
Not even so much their marriage, but the person. Like understand what the person is you're dealing with, and what they've been through in life, and how they feel about things and stuff like that.
And so obviously, if it's just the two of you, you become friends. You become close.
You don't have nobody else to talk to.
Yeah, you become close very quickly. And I'm like, how do you? There's no way. I don't know if
they ever show like them ever like watching, because it felt kind of whole thing was like, was this like real work? Because you never really seen them like watching TV or anything like that. Like they was not. Like it was kind of like just them two in a house. They had to cook food and talk and just do stuff, and it was kind of like
And they had them go out, like the one time they had them go out and they had them go through this like simulator experience, and they could like go out and see their spouse.
What else when they went made them do something, but they could see their spouse having fun or interacting with the other person.
And it was like, and then they would be upset about it, obviously.
When they couldn't do anything about it.
It's a crazy show, but then it goes deeper and layers go deeper after this.
The first season is really kind of hits on like I feel like relationship stuff and how you would handle if your relationship wasn't working. They put you in the opposite room with another person, but then the layers come in the second and third season if you really want to get invested into that stuff. But I thought it was deep. I thought that would show like hit on some really deep stuff. Like that's the other thing. Like we talked about, like when you're going through that stuff and like that's not the real person. Like, of course you like this person or you love this person because you ain't going through life with this person. They ain't had a rough day at work or.
Yeah. So at the end of like the first season, all of them are kind of confused because they're like, man, I made such a great connection in this house with this other person. Should we stay? Like you had to make a decision at the end of the experiment. And it was like, do we stay together or do we get divorced? And, all of them were twisted, like their mind was twisted because they've been in the house with this other person. And so they're like, man, and some of them had sex, some of them didn't. And so now their mind's all twisted and they're like, what the hell? Do I love this other person? Do I still love my spouse? Like what? Like, and they're all just confused. And I'm like, I feel like that's what something like that would do, right? It would completely confuse you. Because like you said, you don't know this person for 2 months. That's what I feel like. If you like talk to an old school person, they're like, you gotta know a person for four seasons before you know that person. And I truly believe that. I feel like,
and I still don't think you even truly know that person.
No,
you still don't truly.
I mean, it's husbands who kill their wives and wives who kill their husbands. But if you ask that person 2 months before that happened, maybe they'd be like, I didn't see that coming. I had no idea this person was so crazy.
I don't think you really know a person until you see them struggle. Until you see a person struggle, and then you see a person good. You don't really know.
You see him got money. You see him not have money. You see him angry.
Yeah. I don't feel like you know a person until you've seen how they react to pressure and yeah, like.
And ain't nobody angry with you after 2 months because they is, and y'all probably shouldn't be together.
Anyway.
If y'all can't get along for 2 months, you probably shouldn't be together. That'd be the funny thing. Like I watch a lot of like divorce court and stuff, and they all be like, yeah, the first 3 months were amazing. He whined me, he dined me. He better had. How you think you got to 6 months to a year if he didn't the first 3 months? Like that never made sense to me.
Well, yeah. So I mean, the show is dope, and I think who said that?
It's one of them black shows.
Tasha.
So it's one of them like all black shows, and the production quality isn't that great. It's like one of them low budget productions, but it's really good. I encourage you to at least try it.
Tasha, what I will say is it is the second and third season are the same couples. And the first season is the experiment. And it's kind of like, I don't want to give the show away because Cece hasn't picked a good show in our whole relationship.
You are a liar.
And this is her first good show she's picked for. Most of the time, usually when we're picking out new shows, it's me who'll be like, "Oh, I think this is a good show," and we get into it.
That is not true. That is not true.
We'll talk about that. What show you picked?
You are a liar. Did not pick the show on Netflix that we watched when we did the dry try. Remember the day we did a dry try when we were watching that show?
What show?
On Netflix, when the old couple killed the man.
No, we said that.
I picked that show.
No, we picked that show together. We both said we had been watching the clips and we wanted to watch that together. We both said that. Anyway, though, it gets deep. Like the experiment, the stuff we talking about, that's the first season. Then the second season kind of opened up the layers, and where we are now, third season, you kind of like is you like inside of everything, and you like, damn, they kind of like, damn, how long they been watching this type shit, right?
It's like these people behind this experiment never show their faces, so they don't know who's behind this experiment, and it's just like they've picked people who are all connected in some way, but they don't know until like because none of these people have ever met. I should say they don't know who the other couples who are a part of the experiment are. So they don't know these, like, they just know that they swap wives, but they don't, or swap husbands, but they don't know who the other spouse is. And then they start to understand once.
Why are we here?
Yeah. And now that's what they're kind of in the process of asking. What the F is going on?
On the third season.
Why are we all connected? And in this, what do we get ourselves into?
It's like the definition of, like, you ever heard of 90 degrees of separation? Like,
90 degrees.
Is it 90? 60. I'm sorry, I don't know where. 60 degrees of separation.
6.
I thought it was 60.
No, 6.
You sure it ain't 60?
I'm positive.
Well, whatever. 6 degrees of separation. That's what it is. Man.
6.
If you say, I thought it was 60.
No, sir.
I thought it was actually 90, but whatever. If you say so.
I do say so.
We'll roll with it.
Somebody tell him I'm right, please.
No, it is 6 degrees of separation. You're right. Now I hear it. I'm thinking 6. That's why I was thinking 16. I was thinking 6. So anyway, I'm rambling. But it's the separation, and they are all at the point where we are in the show now. They all have figured out, like, we are.
We connected.
We all are here for a reason. Why are we here? Yeah, we all here for a reason. Why?
It almost reminds me of, if you guys ever watched the movie The Escape Room with the dude from Insecure. Is that MJL?
Yeah.
If y'all ever watched The Escape Room, and it was like that he brought all those people there, like the escape room, the game brought all those people there for a reason, and they started to uncover it during the movie. Like that it's kind of like that.
But in a couple's version. Yeah.
Oh, we did. The show, you mean? With Kevin Hart?
Oh.
We did. What was it called?
I can't remember, but it was funny because it was Christmas Eve, Thanksgiving Eve, and I put that first episode on, and I watched it, and she like Cece walked in here, and she's like, "What the heck is you watching?" I'm
like, "Why would you start a new show?" And we got work to do.
And I'm like, I don't know. It said Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes. I'm watching it, and I thought it was a movie, and then it was a series, and I was like, oh, I can't get into it because that first episode was so dope. I can't get too deep into this. And then I didn't watch it. And then my father-in-law came over for Thanksgiving. Obviously, our family came over for Thanksgiving.
True story.
Yeah. And I put it on for him, and he got into it. And then my mother and my sister walked in, like, in the middle of the first episode, and they got into it. And then me and Cece binged the whole thing that night, like watched the rest of it that night.
Now that was good. It's with Kevin Hart, Wesley Snipes.
That was really
Them
it.
the two big names.
The two
in
big
there.
names, yeah.
But yeah, Kevin Hart and Wes. It was. I can't believe if y'all have not watched that. Everybody got Netflix. I know y'all probably watched it.
That was a great.
It was
great.
Good.
Like
it was good to see Kevin Hart in a different.
Hey, he wasn't funny. It was like that.
But he was playing a comedian. That was the funny part.
Yeah, I think that's what he was going for too. He was looking for something that he could do that was gonna make people understand that he's more than just a comedian. And it was good. He did a great job in that movie. And Wesley Snipes was awesome. It was a great movie. Oh, well, TV drama series, whatever you want to call it. It was great.
That I just want to point out that is not. Maybe it is just what happens when you get older. Cause I'm like Wesley Snipes for like ever since he been in that one movie. Y'all remember that one movie he was in with Sanaa Lathan back in the day? What was it called? It was like
Wesley Snipes
and he was bald, and he was a bad boyfriend. I feel like ever since he was in that freaking show, I'm like, why does this Wesley Snipes just look different?
I don't know. Wesley Snipes been locked up.
I know, but that was after that. What was it called?
Wesley Snipes was in a movie with Sanaa Lathan after he got out of jail.
No, before he went to jail. Oh. Disappearing Act. See, I ain't crazy. They know what I'm talking about.
I don't know nothing about
you ain't watched Disappearing Act?
I don't know nothing about what you're talking about.
That's another. It wasn't in like I don't know if it was straight to TV, but it was just like, I felt like I ain't watched that movie since I was like younger, but I feel like the lighting was bad in that movie and it was like dark. It was weird. I don't know. Based on a Terry McMillan book. Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Is that one of them?
Kevin killed somebody in the first episode of that show?
Yeah, the dude. That's when he choked out the guy.
Oh, when he choked. Okay, the dude.
Yeah, he choked out the dude.
The dude. Okay, yeah, that's right.
That they was trying to
Ari.
use.
Wasn't they Ari?
Yeah,
Ari?
They was trying to use it that they were looking for the rest of the movie, the rest of the show.
And the man looking for his brother.
Walking. That's the thing. That was the funny part about that. That what Wesley Snipes was doing in that movie remind me of like that meme was like when somebody steal your shit and then they help you look for it. Like you stole, like you was there, you stole it.
He's gonna kill his ass if he didn't. So
he had the people. He set that man up. It was. I don't want to ruin it for anybody who ain't seen it. And if you ain't seen it by now,
y'all should have watched that.
You should have.
We should be able to talk about this. Y'all should have watched that. Hey, it was on HBO. Disappear. I think I was on probably like 12, maybe 13 when I came out. How did I do that?
Oh, so
with Disappearing Acts.
I
remember it was just bad lighting. That's what I remember from the movie. I remember he was a bad boyfriend. I remember that.
Sanaa Lathan, he was playing with somebody that old. Sanaa Lathan, like my age. A little older than me.
Sanaa Lathan is not your age.
Like
Sanaa Lathan is almost 50.
She's like 43.
She around the same age as like Gabrielle Union and all of them. She's almost 50. If she ain't 50 already. I'm about to look it up. Disappear.
Oh my God. They told me what it is.
I gotta see what year it was.
Oh my God.
How do you spell disappear? Disappearing Acts. Yeah, that was in 2000. I was only 13.
I ain't never seen that before in my life.
I've never seen this.
I never seen that before in my life.
Yeah, I was only 13 when this movie came out, and he was like bald, and I was like, "This is a different Wesley. Like, this isn't the Wesley that I usually see."
I ain't never seen it before in my life.
I've never seen it.
I ain't never even heard of that before. I never even heard of Wesley Snipes and Sanaa Lathan in the movie.
Well, the budget was only $10 million, which I think is a low budget for a movie, ain't it?
Yeah,
$10 million.
Well, seeing this out, yeah. I mean, depending on what kind of movie it is, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty low budget for a movie.
Everybody Disappearing Act. Apparently, I'm the only person who ain't ever seen it.
Apparently, because they knew what I was talking about when I said it. They knew exactly what I was talking about when I said it.
Yeah, I've never even heard. And I'm funny because I'm the person who, of the two, I feel like I watched more movies. I've never even heard of this movie.
And I was young. You should have been 17. I was 13 when it came out.
I never even heard of this before.
I remember my mama watched it. And I remember watching it.
And that's the thing. Like, I watched the whole time. That's crazy.
Oh, you ain't never see that.
I can't believe he got that poor man killed. Yeah, I can't believe he got the...
Oh, the white man.
That man loved Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I thought he was going to tell on him. I was like, when he told Kevin Hart, he was like, I know your secret. And he was like...
I would have told on them to the men to save my own ass. Even though they probably would have still killed him. They was already there at that point, whooping his ass. They would have probably still killed him. But
yeah, he got that man. That man took. Mark, you should watch. You should. I might have to watch this. I'm sure I can find it.
I ain't never heard of it.
I've never even heard of it. I never even knew Wesley Snipes and all that made a movie together.
Yes.
I've never even heard of this.
Yes. That was one thing. What is he doing?
I'm about to go check though.
Y'all, this boy be. He's sound like he up there hitting the wall and yelling. He be trying to climb out of his crib now. I think it's about time to. I'll probably put him in the bed when he turned 2, but he still got like 5 months. But it's like he hitting the wall and just yelling.
Oh, he just up there talking to the TV. I ain't open the door because if you open the door, you're gonna start screaming.
What you put on for?
Mickey Mouse is what he asked for.
Yeah, he asked for his own TV shows now. It's only between 4. It's Mick Mouse or Bluey or Aggie Aggie or Coco Melon. Only those 4. Like, what you want to watch? And he'll tell you which show you want to watch. And if you don't put it on, he'll like stomp on the floor and he'll like shake his head and stomp on the floor. Like, oh my gosh, kids are so funny.
Where we at?
No, he was a construction worker. Mara said she got to see if it's on the HBO app.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
You have to watch it.
I might have to go watch it.
And y'all gotta watch Monogamy. So you can finish it within a 7 days trial and then just get rid of that.
It's not you really. I mean, you had to binge it because we've been watching it consistently, and this is like what she be complaining about when she was complaining about. Oh, we ain't even talk about the end of Insecure, but
oh yeah, we gotta talk about that next.
We ain't gonna be on here all night, dude.
Okay, come on.
But it's kind of like that. Like she used to complain. She was like the final episode of Insecure. She thought it should have been an hour, and I'm like, technically, under regular TV shows, that would be an hour because that's kind of like how Monogamy is. It's like it's 32 minutes, 30 to 36 minute episodes, but there's no commercials, so it's just straight 36-minute TV show.
I needed like 2 hours straight of Insecure. I need to be like an Insecure wrap up.
I feel like they did the perfect wrap up. Then we rolled into Insecure. I feel like that would wrap up was perfect. I feel like that final episode was perfect.
First of all, I feel like the day after Christmas, the day after freaking Christmas, she ain't had to break our hearts like that.
I was thinking that too. I said that to her. Like, really, Issa really about to just
rip
walk
the
off
show
the TV,
from under
walk
us.
off the TV set after.
I guess she said she was leaving it in 2021. She leaving it in 2021. 2022, she on a whole other way.
But I'm not gonna. All right, so here we go. If you ain't seen Insecure,
we talking about it.
If you ain't seen Insecure, we got 30 seconds to get off this live because we're about to talk about this final episode. So if you ain't seen this final episode, you got 30 seconds to get off the live.
I'm gonna start now. Well, this is about the second to last episode. So I had a whole debate with my friend because she felt like, first starting on the second to last episode, she felt like Lawrence was not right, but she said she appreciated him coming to Issa at that party when Issa was with the light-skinned dude. She said she felt like Lawrence was, she liked the fact that Lawrence came at Issa and tried to get her back at that party. And I was like, first of all, if I'm at a party with my man,
it was disrespectful.
It's disrespectful as hell. Even if you felt that way, if I'm at a party with my man, like I would have been like I feel like I would have been like, hey, stop this conversation. If you want to talk, call me fucking later, or I'll fucking call you tomorrow.
Bye, Yvette.
Bye. But yeah, I'll call you tomorrow. Do not do this right now. Like, are you trying to get us both killed? Like, seriously. Like, you asking for a fight at that point.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not mad. I wasn't mad at Lawrence for what he did in that moment when he was having that conversation with Issa. I wasn't mad there. Where I got mad at is where he tried to go at old boy. Like, you are being disrespectful here. So you need to be like, all right, he at that point, he's like, right, my bad. Issa, you know how I feel. Or whatever he wanted to say. It shouldn't have been like a testosterone. Like, you are being disrespectful, my man.
But he shouldn't have. But I feel like, but now you created a hostile situation for me when I get home. Like, I wasn't gonna come with you tonight, and I don't think you expected me to come with you tonight. So why would you create a hostile situation for me? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because I would have been like, hold on. We're not about to do this here. I'll call you tomorrow. Shut it down. Like, you ain't about to get us both smacked in the car. Like, you ain't about to get me smacked in the car because you don't know how to act. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Lauren, in that moment, you don't know. You haven't seen her in how many months?
You should have called me. You have my number.
But okay, it's all coming back. It's nostalgic now. I see her. It's all the feelings coming back. I see her. Oh boy, ain't here. Mm-hmm. This is how I feel. I want to get it out. I'm not mad at him about that. I was not mad at him about that. Mm-hmm. I want to get it all out. I want to express my feelings. Boom, boom, boom.
Now you're gonna give me a black eye in the car.
No, I'm not.
Because you don't know how.
That's between you and your man. But I can't control how he feels.
That's between you and your man. What do you mean?
I mean, I can't control you. He know what we got or what we had. I'm gonna express it.
What do we have? You got a whole ass baby.
Okay, but I don't have no woman.
Okay.
That's not my woman.
Whatever.
That's not my woman. I'm just saying, this is how I feel. And I didn't see anything wrong with
that. No, I used to be like that, but I had to find out you moved back on Instagram. He didn't tell her he moved back. He didn't.
I mean, it wasn't on. She also.
So why the fuck she trying to mess with my relationship?
She also left him. I know this is the funny thing, because we always talk about what's old boy, his friend, who'll be like, I mean, you ain't fight for it.
He always say the realest stuff, because he did that when they first broke up in the first season, and he was like, my nigga, you ain't had no job. You were sleeping on her couch. Like, what did you expect her to do? Like, he always say the realest stuff. He be cracking me up.
Yeah, he was like, you ain't fight for her. I think that's...
So y'all good.
He like, so you good. He like...
Why Lawrence always needs somebody to push him? Why he always needs somebody to say something and push him?
I think that's just a people.
If he wanted to fight for her, he should have fought for her then. And maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. But I just don't feel like that was the right place or the right time.
I feel like
don't put me in an awkward situation.
No, because that's the thing. He did. He did. No. Because she called him and he called her back, and she never called him. She never called her.
I didn't want to talk. You know, I got your phone call. I didn't want to talk to you, obviously.
Okay, so that wasn't the first time he ever tried to talk to her.
Okay, but he ain't never called her since. It's been months. Don't wait till I show up at a party with my man.
He called her back.
And called, okay, but she never called him back.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So obviously that's what you don't wait till I show up at a party with my man, and now you're trying to talk to me and talking about, hey, you know why?
But the whole point is that he did try to reach out to her.
You should have got him call me yesterday. Or call me in the morning. Don't fucking call me. Don't fucking try to talk to me while my man standing right here.
I will say this. I'm not mad at Lawrence. Again, like I keep saying.
So sometimes you gotta risk it all. That's how you get your ass whipped.
I'm not, and that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying, oh boy, shouldn't have tried to whoop Lawrence. Like, hey, my man, you being disrespectful. You know I'm here with her.
He should have whooped Lawrence for that.
He should have.
I've been team Lawrence from the beginning, just saying that.
Like I said,
however, he should have whooped Lawrence for that.
I understand both sides. On Lawrence's side, you got my shot. Somebody, the rock was passed. He ain't here. This shot is open. I'm taking my shot right here.
He was here.
He went outside. They ain't standing there together.
Get out of here.
I'm taking my shot. And boom.
Now you're going to get me yoked up in the car because...
Well, you shouldn't be with him anyway if he yoking you up in the car. It's the wrong man to be with.
You're going to get me yoked up in the car because you can't hold yourself together. And playing family and had to wait till your BM left the house. Yeah, he ain't say that shit when Condola was there. Why he wasn't so big and bad when Condola was there?
They was there with the baby. They was just playing. They was doing the cordial thing. Like, again, the opportunity was perfect. Condola was gone. Light skin was gone.
So you wait till you ain't got no drama. But you called drama for me.
It wouldn't have been no drama if she was there. I don't think he would have, but he just was. And it was also daytime. She left during the day. The party is winding down. You done had a couple of beverages. My inhibitions is gone because I done had a few drinks now. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot.
Alcohol will get your ass whooped.
Alcohol will get your ass whooped. It will. Like I said, he done had a few drinks. I'm cool. I see her. Boom. I got to get this off my chest.
I said in the moment. Nah, again. in a moment to get your ass whooped.
It will. And like I said, if he would have took a swing on him, I would have respected it. I respect both sides on it.
Let me walk up and your ex is in your face talking about we should get back together. Let me walk up and see that. I'm probably going to jail.
And you're right.
I'm going to jail.
I respect both sides of that.
Period.
I respect both sides.
With a T.
If you see it, you want it, you gotta go after it. You go after it. Ain't no respect. Like my respect, my ties I don't owe you nothing. You owe that person something. I don't owe you nothing.
Right, but if you love me, don't cause drama for me. Once again, I would, like I said, I would have probably, if I was Issa, even though she was kind of caught off guard, like, what the fuck do I say to this? Like, she was kind of like, oh shit. But I feel like I would have probably shut it down, like I said. And if I wanted to talk to him, I'll call you in the morning. Calm
no, yeah, down. No, you're gonna say that, and then you see your boyfriend see you say that. Then what you gonna do?
Well, hopefully he don't see me say that. I would have stopped him before it got so far, and I would have said that real quick. Hey, no, not here. I'll call you.
No, because you sit there, because you want to hear that too. Because she wanted to hear it. That's what Issa wanted to hear. She wanted to hear that.
I ain't like it. I ain't like it. It was Nathan. He had his issues, but he motivated us. I really liked Nathan, but I liked them as Nathan was very wishy-washy.
I liked them as friends. Nathan, for that support aspect.
He was just so wishy-washy. I've liked Nathan since they introduced his character day one, but then he just disappeared. And yes, he had his issues. I always really liked Nathan, but it was just something about when Lawrence got his life together, even though that pissed me off because I was like, I've been supporting your ass this whole time. Don't you walk away. I've been supporting you this entire time. And as soon as we break up, all of a sudden you can get a good job and a good apartment. And you had us here living in poverty. And my job wasn't paying that much. And you were just laying on the couch and forgot my birthday. Oh. I was mad at Lawrence for that. However, I have always been Team Lawrence. They were just always so cute together, especially when they got back together before they found out Condola was pregnant. I was just in love with all of that. But yeah, Nathan was very chill. He was a little too chill for me. Like,
you skipped over everybody.
No, but I saw that. I was you know. See both sides. Issa didn't answer the return phone call. She did, yes, but what does that mean? That means I don't want to talk to you.
But okay, well that's cool. Well, I see my opportunity here, so I have to say.
If you only called once, and they like now blow. If you love me, blow up my phone.
That don't work either.
Call me more than once. Then I used to call you a lot back in the day when you weren't answering your phone.
Okay, but that ain't got nothing to do with if we broke up or
if you love me, blow up my phone.
No, and that's disrespectful too because maybe you in a relationship.
I can hide the phone though. Well, I can't hide him walking up we at the same time.
But it's the thing, like we here. The moment is now. This is it. This is here. I see you. I see you. I want to say this to you. I'm going to get it out. If
you could have blew up my phone months ago.
And there's nothing like saying something in person. People take that like we in this generation where.
Why you didn't show up at my house then? Why would you do this here? Why
you ain't call me at your house?
Why you ain't catch me at work?
I'm here. I see you. There's your boyfriend's not here.
No, I was throwing events and stuff. You know where I be. You could find me if you really want to find me.
So you want me to pop up at all your events?
I ain't saying all.
I don't know if your boyfriend gonna be there.
Again, if you really wanted to find me, you could find me.
The shot was there. He took it. I'm not mad at him.
Whatever. Team Nathan, but that lukewarm, I love you. It was pretty lukewarm. Crenshaw, I didn't even think about her being with. You know what? I did for a minute when they introduced this character, but I don't know.
I didn't think she was gonna be with
Crenshaw.
Never thought. You know what I was looking for? Like when they brought Dro back, I thought they might bring old boy that she first from
Daniel.
Daniel.
I thought we was gonna see Daniel again too.
Yeah, I thought Daniel might come back. Like when I saw Dro, I was like, "Oh, is this what we doing here?"
I always liked Daniel. I liked Daniel a lot. I felt like, even though I felt like Daniel was almost like that, like teenage, young adult fantasy
Yeah.
or person you like always had a question about. But I did always like Daniel too.
I felt like he made her like he was 100 with her about everything. I don't think Daniel wanted Issa like Issa wanted Daniel. I think Daniel was kind of like,
no, he did. And Issa cut it off with him, but then she just got caught.
Yeah.
Nathan was bipolar, didn't know how to handle it. How come Morrison asked her about their love when Condola was exactly why he waited till Condola leave?
I think he made it really clear that he never like tried to double back with Condola, or even hell, he was doing his thing when he had nothing. I think if anything,
but it don't matter if he has something. It's about what the perception.
I get what I'm saying. I think if anything, you want to talk about respecting something, he understands that that's a weird situation that they in. Like Condola and Issa and him, that's a weird triangle that they were already in.
Okay, so you understand from your perspective, the respect on your part. But if you said that in front of Condola to me, that means a lot to me because it's telling me and it's reassuring me ain't nothing, because I don't know what's going on with Condola. She don't talk to him. She don't talk to Condola. All I saw is y'all showed up with a baby. I don't talk. I seen y'all at the hospital. That's all I saw. I did not.
Well, she shot that baby in the trash can.
That was funny. That was funny. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. You saying nothing going on with Condola. She don't know that.
That's true. That's true.
So you telling me in front of Condola could have said.
But again, like I said, you take. I feel like y'all we taking this too in a literal sense. I don't want to be rambling on Issa, but the opportunity in which he had Issa confronted, it wasn't like, hey, like he couldn't come up. Condola was there. Oh boy was there. It wasn't like he like, hey, can I come talk to you in a minute from in the corner? Like he couldn't do that in front of her boyfriend. They bumped into each other as they was coming from or going wherever they was going. And he's like, hey, I got it. I've been seeing you all night. I need to say this to you.
He could have texted her and said, meet me in the house real quick.
And that looks suspect.
So do you talking to me in the corner? Tell me what you still
But he, like I said, he bumped into her, and it was just like, all right, this opportunity is here. It's here now.
I ain't like it. Daniel was the one. I did like Daniel. I did.
I thought Daniel, like I said, that's what I was looking for. It was funny, speaking of Daniel real quick, speaking of Dro, when Molly and the old boy was high, and she was like, oh yeah, this Dro, we had a thing. And he's like, you did it? And he's like, yeah, that's cool. That was like the weirdest exchange ever.
That was so funny. I was happy Molly found love. I was not expecting it to be a lawyer, but I was happy. I was really happy about that. And he was like super funny, especially when that scene when they was high.
Yeah.
He was super funny.
Honestly, none of the men besides Lawrence can handle her pending success.
I could see that because I could see Nathan really being like,
yeah, so I'm a barber, you doing all this and doing all that. I could definitely see him going back into a shell if she was blow the way she blew.
Yeah.
Even though in the flashback she was doing on her dream, maybe that, like I said, that was a dream.
Nathan had.
He was good. Yeah.
No, seeing at the house they were giving each other hard eyes. I thought they were going to try again. Lawrence and Condola. I thought so too. Oh, when they was doing the laundry together and he was helping out the house, I thought they was going to sleep together that night. I did.
I think that just showed his growth. Like I think they was both. The baby made their situation come back because I think they was completely done with each other romantically. Like, and he knew he didn't want nothing to do with her. She really didn't want nothing to do with Lawrence anymore. So, yeah. Yeah,
they were done. But again, you don't know that. I don't know that. All I see is y'all going together with that baby.
I thought, and anybody who's not going through that situation, but I thought the one episode, which was really, really deep and heavy when it was the baby episode, which really showed a lot of aspects of like what women go through, single mothers go through, which was
when he was trying to get when
Yeah.
it was just the two of them. That
Yeah.
episode was just two of them. Yeah.
which was really deep, and like the selfishness of a man, and it was this episode. This Insecure. So I'm so sad to see the show go. Insecure hit on so much stuff from the was it what's her name ran away and was on copping buses and shit postpartum to friendships, like, and growing apart from people, and it just was it was a great show.
It was.
It's a culture. That's one of those that was for the culture. That is definitely gonna be added to that was for the culture TV series.
I hope we can get something like that back like soon.
What was Fresh Prince show? I'm hoping to see what that look like.
I hope, like I said, I hope we can get something like that back soon. But I want something like, I feel like Insecure was so good because, and I say this all the time, but I'm like, I didn't date in my 20s. We was already together, so I didn't date in my 20s. But I just feel like that's my life if I would have dated. Like, it was so relatable. I didn't even like I said, I didn't even have that experience in my 20s, but it felt relatable to me. And so I just felt like,
I think that's because we know people who was going through that.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And I felt like the show was just so relatable as far as what you go through, and it was so well rounded, but what you go through as like a young Black woman. And it talks about, career, it hit on career, and kind of her life choices, it hit on relationships, it hit on friendships, it hit on all of that.
Even if it didn't hit, you didn't per se experience it on the dating side. I think it hit on friendships and people growing apart, and
the career,
with people,
having babies,
having
babies and getting married. Yeah, like it hit on all of that, and that's kind of what every like friend circle goes through at that like mid to late 20s, early 30s stage. That's kind of what we all have experienced.
Like trying to like you find yourself like, whereas you kind of just you kind of go from like your boy or your girl just kind of like, oh, it's a Thursday, we hanging out, we watching TV, to kind of like, oh, in 2 weeks on Sunday we should all get together and like having to plan out friendship time.
Yeah.
And like making it a point to like get together and stuff.
Yep. Yep. My favorite guy of the show is Tiffany's husband. He was always on point. I did really like Tiffany's husband.
And he was always real.
I did.
And that's an aspect too. When he talked about when they all went out to Denver to see each other.
He was like, my boys ain't came to see me.
That's me. That's my life. Like,
he was like, I really dope y'all came. My boys ain't come to see me.
Because that's literally talking non-insecure stuff.
God.
My girls, my daughters think that I have no friends. They be like, Daddy, why do mommy always go out with her friends? You don't ever go out with your friends. I'm like, yeah. Mommy always going to hang out with her friends. And I'd be like, yeah, that's...
Yeah, I have so my friend circle, like we've been friends. There's 7 or 8? 7. I always forget. There's 7 of us. We've been friends since college, and we have our like group meeting, we have our group chats, and we get together as much as possible. But we're kind of going through that where like everybody is like having babies.
I feel like y'all to maneuver through that perfectly.
Well, we have maneuvered through it, but I'm saying everybody is having babies and getting married, and it's really hard to get together. And so it's like, it's there.
So I thought that was it. I love him too. I feel like he was a very supportive husband. I liked seeing him in the aspect when she ran away for her postpartum. I really liked seeing that episode. Said Lawrence could have said, "Hey, can we get together this week? I like to talk." Exactly. It's nothing like, for one, okay. Like I said, obviously this was TV, but I still thought it was realistic because. Like to an extent, but like that's TV stuff. That's the boombox outside of the apartment moment of Insecure. Like we all want. If you didn't want Lawrence to get Issa back, you lying. You pump faking. I said that. I posted that like that Saturday, like that Friday before. I like Issa and Lawrence better get married, or I watched Insecure for the past some odd years for no reason. Issa and Lawrence better get married. Or I'm gonna be mad.
I wanted them to get back together, but Lawrence had to get back together. Agree, but Condola is a constant figure in his life. and didn't want to cause friction. I understand he didn't want to cause friction, but don't want to cause don't want to cause friction. Don't not want to cause friction for yourself, but be okay with
I
causing
don't think
friction for
that
me.
was going to cause friction for himself. Had he had the opportunity to shoot a shot and Condola was there, I don't think that was going to cause friction in their life. I think that, like I keep saying, the opportunity presented itself and he took the opportunity.
I ain't like it. Love estate. That was good. That was a good topic. Estate planning. I liked how they threw that in there.
Oh yeah, with the mom and how you need to get your affairs in order. Yeah,
that was Molly's mama could have made it through to the end, but I thought that was good.
I was like, are we doing this now?
But I thought that was good. I thought that was really good though, because that's real life. That's real life. So I was really sad. I'm like, Molly's mama couldn't make it through the last episode, but I think that's real life, and I'm happy that was.
Like I said, they hit on so much, and like even like the selling, like even in that like the selling out, like she battled with selling out versus being rich. Like, can I be rich without selling out? Can I? Like it was like a lot of stuff that you battle, like especially the estate getting your affairs in order, and death is real.
Harlem. Oh yes, I watched Harlem.
Yeah, she binged the whole show. Didn't ask me if I wanted to watch it. I call her out. I see her post about it on Facebook. I'm like, oh, so you just watching the whole last show without me, huh? I was like, that's a love language. That's the thing. That's a love language. When you find a show that you like and you like introduce it to your partner, it's like music. That's a love language. And I feel disrespected when she do that. I'm like, oh, wow, this is what we're doing? Because every good show I come across, before I start watching it, I'll be like, hey, I think I'm about to start watching this. Do you want to watch it? Because if not, I'm going to watch it by myself.
I thought it was going – I didn't think it was going to be interesting because I thought it was going to be like a kind of like a younger, maybe modern day girlfriends kind of thing. I didn't think he was going to be interested. And then I feel like I brought it up like the day before and you were just like, and you didn't really –
You didn't ask me. I asked you. Like before I start watching anything, I'll ask you.
I didn't ask, but I feel like I brought the show up and I didn't feel much interest. And then I kind of the next day I started watching it, and by the time I was just so far into it, I was like, I can't stop.
It wasn't even like I got a chance to like get it.
It's too late.
Like I didn't even get a chance to like get into it.
You should watch it though.
Like I remember her she watched the whole first season of You, and I didn't watch it. She was on like the second episode of You in the second season. And I was like, oh, I was like doing something and I like caught it. And I was like, oh, started asking questions and we started watching You together. Like,
what? Sometimes I be trying to watch like not a lot, but sometimes if I find shows that's like, I don't know, because we be having a long list of shows to watch and then it take you too long. Like, I gotta play the game. I gotta do this. I don't want to just binge watch. I'm like, I could watch this all day and I could be done with it. And I gotta wait on him because we could start at 11 o'clock because I gotta play this last game of Madden. And I'm like, I really don't care about Madden. Like I could be watching this right now and could be done with it. Like if I was watching Monogamy on my own, whole thing done.
It would not be done.
You was a lie because I've been watching it all day.
How you been watching all day? I could be done with it right now because I ain't had to work for this past week, but I've been not watching it because of you.
But I've been working the whole time and I could have watched it.
Okay, well, you'd be like, I can't go upstairs because we could have been done with the show.
I could like turn on my iPad during work. I could watch it all day. Like I watch shows during work while I'm answering emails. Like that's what I do. So I could have the show done, but I gotta wait on him to watch Madden, to play Madden for the kids. I ain't got time for that. I could be finished with the show. But
that's a love language. I was legit like I didn't watch Ghost. I ain't watched the second season of Ghost because I'm waiting on us to finish this show. And she want to watch Sisters. And I don't go. I just wait until we finish our shows and I watch them with you.
But it takes you too long. Like,
excuse me, my whole life ain't just sitting down watching TV.
Well, I could be done with it. I can't. But Harlem was good. You should watch it. Harlem was really, really good. It was really good. You know what? If y'all ain't watched before the second season come out, you should watch it too. Sex Life.
Oh, man.
That was good.
We watched it.
No, we didn't.
Oh, what you talking about? Well, I'm talking about something else.
Yeah, we are. You are. So, you talking about Sex, Love, and Goop.
Oh, Sex, Love, and Goop. Yeah.
I would watch this with your spouse. I thought it was so good. Sex, Love, and Goop is on Netflix. It's so freaking good. It's not a show necessarily, but it's like a 4-episode,
like a reality kind of miniseries.
So Gwyneth Paltrow gets these couples together, and they're at this like sex love retreat, like intimacy retreat, I would call it. And they're basically learning how to connect with each other on a more intimate level. They're husband and wives. Oh, and wives and wives. Because there's a lesbian couple there as well. But it's such a great show. And I think you should watch it with your spouse because it just hits on a lot of good topics. And it was something really good to watch together. I feel like it like helped you understand each other more. It was really good. The first like 3 episodes.
I think you can take some learning exercises from
it.
But,
you can take some exercises from it to do it in your own relationship. Yeah. Sex, Love, and Goop. It's on Netflix. Watch it. I promise you.
Yep. Who's it?
You were in too deep. I wasn't in too deep, and I couldn't stop with Harlem.
Oh.
Harlem. It was good. You should watch it.
Where you see that at? Oh, you skipped all of it.
No, I didn't. I watched Harlem. That's what we was at.
Where? Right. Well, yeah. So what? You missed out.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Can't wait till you comes back on. I
don't know how they gonna do this overseas though.
I mean, it's gonna be the same thing. He gonna find somebody he infatuated with.
How did he just burn down? Let me stop. I don't want to ruin it for nobody.
Look, that was out months ago. Y'all should have watched it by now. That was the hottest show on Netflix.
All right, argument. Here we go. Everybody who done seen the show. She said
who was crazier? Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. If you watch You, who was crazier? Joe or what was her name?
I forget her name.
Joe or Joe's wife? Who was crazier? Tell me. Say it. Don't you say nothing. Who do you think was the crazier one? Because I'll tell you what I think.
That's not even how.
Thank you, Love.
How was Love Joe? How was Love crazier than Joe?
I'm right.
Because you're not right. This is an opinion. These are opinions. These are opinions.
That's 4 for me. Love was a certified psycho.
What made Joe kill? Like, y'all stressing me out.
Joe was trying to change his life. Love was a certified psycho. She had to go. I'm in agreement with Joe. He was trying to change his life.
Love killed one person.
Love killed more than one person.
Before she met Joe, she had to kill one person.
You don't know how many people she killed. That was the first person she killed.
That's all we know. She killed, and that person molested her brother.
Okay, that was the first person she killed.
That's all we know she killed before Joe. And then the next person we know she killed was trying to send Joe away. And she loved Joe. And she did that for Joe. And now Joe, all of a sudden, I'm so saved. I'm so saved.
Because she also killed Joe's neighbor. Remember? She killed Joe's neighbor in the cage because he thought he killed her. And then she killed old girl. What was the girl? His ex-girlfriend. Then she killed her.
Yeah.
When? At the end of the episode. At the end of the second season. Love was a certified psycho.
Joe was crazier than Love.
Joe was ready to go to jail. Joe was about to go to jail for his sins because Joe said, I can't live like this anymore. And you're right. I shouldn't be doing this. Take me to jail. That was Joe. Love was a freaking psycho.
Joe was too.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
Oh my God. I'm mad at all y'all.
I don't believe it.
I'm mad at all y'all.
That's it. I've been in Charm 2, and the only thing I didn't like was Megan's character put D over everything, her career and stuff. I feel it. She did. She definitely did.
What? Sex over?
Yeah. Love was a nutcase. Joe's wife.
Joe was
Love.
Joe was a nutcase.
Joe was methodical. Love was an impulse killer.
He was. That I will.
That's even worse.
That I will give. Joe
had to keep cleaning up her messes because she ain't know how to control herself.
Joe would crack me up. Be like, What the fuck, love? That
Joe
Now-
had to keep cleaning up messes because she didn't know how to control herself.
now that I will give. Joe should have been like, all right, look, you killed these people, you locked these people in this box, you did this. That's up to you. But he knew that was all gonna come back to him if he let that shit go.
And he had to let that, so he had to take that heifer out. I ain't mad about John. Said love was the craziest. Everybody says love.
We knew what Joe was about, but she came out of nowhere. Yeah.
She didn't know how to even control herself. That's the worst type of person. That's like that person, like y'all ever, like y'all watched them, like y'all Menace to Society back in the day. And it was like, oh dog, he ain't know how to control himself.
Okay.
That's the worst type of person to have around you.
So let me see. So I'm not denying the fact that love is crazy. Because I think love was crazy. I think Joe was crazy as shit too. But what I did not like about Joe and love is the fact that Joe fell out of love with love when he found out that she was on the same shit that she was. He didn't know that at that point. All he knew at that point that she killed the person that was trying to send him to jail. That's all he knew.
She killed 2 people.
No, he didn't know that at first.
Yes, he did. When they moved into that house.
Yeah, when they moved into, I'm talking about when he was mad at her for killing the woman when he let her out the cage. That's when he was like, he didn't know about love anymore. When she let him out the cage.
Because Joe don't just be killing people to kill.
He was, and she wasn't. She was killing for love.
No.
She loved him.
He told her not to do that. He was ready to go to jail. Joe was ready to pay his sentence.
That's what I didn't like. Is now he was playing a hypocrite.
Mm-mm.
He was a hypocrite now.
Mm-mm.
Like, oh, you do the same shit I'm on, and now I don't love you no more.
Love was fucking psycho.
That's what I didn't like the most about that.
Love enjoyed killing. Yeah, Joe did not.
Joe did love killing.
No, he did not.
Joe pushed a whole man off a garage.
That's because that man tried to fight him.
He was going there to stab the man with a needle.
He didn't go there to kill him, no. And that man, he was a bad person. He was messing with that woman. He was a bad person.
Y'all is really trying to make it like Joe.
That woman was that man was a bad person. He was doing that to that woman, trying to take her kid. He was a terrible person. And
Love had the opportunity to kill that woman, and she didn't.
What woman?
The woman that he was protecting, that Joe was protecting.
Well, she shouldn't have.
I'm just saying, Love had that in her too. Love just acted on impulse. She loved Joe. So anything that was going to mess with her and Joe, she was going to take it out.
Love was a psycho.
And Joe was too.
A certified psycho.
And Joe was too. Mm-mm. Joe just decided, like, oh, I don't love this woman no more. He's going to just start messing with this librarian chick.
I'm Team Joe. All the way. Love had to go. She did.
My God.
She did. But yeah, great show if you haven't watched it.
Yeah, I fell in love with that show. That's an awesome show.
Sex Life is another good one on Netflix if you're not watched it.
The last show it's 2 shows. And it's probably out. Good Girls and
yeah, we gotta finish up.
That
Good
show
Girls.
stressed the fuck out of me.
Yeah, we gotta finish. We gotta finish Good Girls.
Left. We gotta get off in 8 minutes, but yeah.
We gotta finish that last season of Good Girls. Good Girls did get stressful.
Good Girls stressed the fuck out. I was like,
every episode.
I literally was getting anxiety from. I've never got anxiety from watching a TV show. I was getting anxiety for them watching that show. I was like, this is oh my God. That and the one show with Old Girl from Married with Children.
Oh, Dead to Me?
Yeah.
I hope they bring that show back. Dead to Me was so good.
Yeah.
I hope they bring that show back. If y'all watch that one, that's another Netflix original. Dead to Me. Obviously, Good Girls. I think they just wrapped up the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just need to watch the last season of Good Girls and see how that ends up. Good Girls. I forgot how we got started watching that, but that show was so good. It's so good.
So bad at the same time.
Like, I mean, there's some good shows on Netflix, man. Y'all, and Good Girls is Hulu. No, Netflix gets it.
Good Girls is actually ABC.
Yeah, it's ABC, yeah. But it's on Hulu and we gotta watch the last season of we be watching on Hulu. with Yara Shahidi.
Oh yeah, Grownish.
Grownish. We gotta watch
We gotta
the
watch it.
season of
And
Grownish too.
somebody said that they watched Sisters tonight. Sisters. So I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna get off. We'll get ready to get off.
Sisters.
I love Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry's for the culture. Whoever writes for Tyler Perry shows,
Tyler Perry write for Tyler Perry.
He sucks. He has the most long-winded scenes. I'll be like, oh, I'm like, what is going on? I literally stopped watching a show that I actually liked pretty well that he wrote. I just was like, why is this scene so long? This scene should be a minute. It turned into a 7-minute scene. Like the banker, they just be so long. I'm like, why is this scene going on for so long?
It do be going on it do be like some conversations too long, and it just like the show. Yeah, some conversations do be going on for too long. But Sisters is one of the better shows, one of the better Tyler Perry shows.
It is. It's decently written. But yeah, I mean, it's another show we're watching. I was about to give up on that show because of how long the scenes were. I was like, this just doesn't make any sense.
The whole reason we started watching it was because we were following DeVal Ellis on Instagram and YouTube, and their whole family. I just love their whole family. But we were following them on Instagram and YouTube, and
his career path and his career journey.
Just kind of how things went for him. And it's so like he's on several BET Plus like Tyler Perry shows. That's the thing. You get in with Tyler Perry, man.
Got a job for life.
Yeah, Tyler Perry will keep you employed. He'll keep plugging you in different shows, like in different spots. Like, so it's just cool to see. You're like, man, I've been following this person for so long, and then they like now on this show. So it's cool.
But yeah, his scenes are happy in love. Yes, the dialogues are way too lengthy. Like, and another thing is like, why is the dude's shirt one side of the shirt tucked in, the other side of the shirt untucked? I'm confused by that.
You do I have shirt tucked in?
I'm like, what is going on here? Like
the gay dude. Well,
he
ain't. I don't know.
That's we should do a live on that. If you caught your man wearing panties,
he did have panties.
Would you be okay with that?
You got on lacy panties. You said you're right. The shirt tuck.
Every time I watch, I be like, why? What is going on here?
That man didn't have on panties. that was so unnecessary.
Calling that man panty man. She calling that man panty man.
That guy, I don't care what anyone says. That guy.
I mean, I would love to have a convo. We could have a live on that. Like, he liked it to be his butt played with. He liked to wear panties. It's a lot going on. Like, I respect. Like, I had said a long time. Like, she just need to not be with him because. And I'm more power. If you into that, that's cool. But I just feel like she like making herself be into that. And that's a lot going on there.
I do too. I feel like she making herself be with him just because she doesn't want to feel like she's not progressive enough to be with him, or doesn't want to feel like, like she's, I guess, I don't want to say discriminating, but doesn't want to feel like she's like can't be open to the things that he's open to. And she's also at this point put some time into it. So I feel like she's like forcing herself to be with him.
Because he got a lot. I mean, I would be like, if that was my friend, I would be like, dog, I would not be with that man. That man likes men. Or he's going to like men eventually.
Yeah. If he don't like them now, he gonna just come out the closet in like 5 years, and you're gonna be looking like Terry McMillan, and that's gonna be that. I got our kind of people look so good. Well, yeah, there's so many people in that show too. There's so many people in that show. Our kind of people. It looked like it was about like this well-to-do, and tell me if I'm wrong, this like wealthy, well-to-do like Black family. And then this girl finds out she's a part of the family, but she's not like in that inner circle. I guess she grew up kind of poor, but she's a grown woman, and she finds out she's a part of that family. So she's trying to like get in with them, I guess. That's what the commercials look like, but it looks really good. It's on like regular TV.
Okay, I have to check that out.
Yeah, called Our Kind of People.
Dude is a whole Pandora's box. He is.
He be doing a lot.
He got a lot going on, man.
Even the gay dude be questioning him.
He was like, they was like, why you drink at that bar? Like, it's a bar. It's like, no, dog, it's a lot of other bars you can frequent. Why are you frequenting that bar? Like, oh, my dad used to, if you're not comfortable with it, I don't know any woman in America that would be comfortable, like women that I know that would be comfortable with that. It's like, you got a lot going on, my man.
He was wearing a whole pair of lacy panties.
Yellow lacy underwear.
They weren't underwear. They were panties. They were full on panties.
And she took his pants off, and I've never had an underpair of underwear that ever looked like. I remember looking. I was like, oh, he gay. I couldn't. I'm like, and that was like season 2 when that happened. Yeah. I was like,
that might be season 1.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
And Karen. If she don't let Zach go, I don't know what to do.
That's driving me crazy too.
I understand she pregnant, but she be doing the most. Like, girl, that man done moved on. Have your baby and let that man go.
Look me in my eye. You're not saying it the right way. What is she talking about? Her friend was like, he said it.
No,
he said it.
Don't listen to her. He said it. I saw him. I was there.
I'm like, if you don't let that man breathe, he don't want you.
Yeah, she be doing the most. She be getting on my nerves.
Like, that's what we're talking about, like, some of their dialogues. Like, when she drove, she's like, oh, I don't want this baby to have a daddy. Well, if I'm going to jail, I'm going to jail. It's already happened now. Like, what are you doing? What is you doing here? I told you stop coming around. Yeah. Why are you coming over here?
I don't know what she was on. She could have called him and told him that.
And her nosy-ass friend cracks me up.
Oh, Pam.
Yeah.
She was in the show you didn't like, If Loving You Was Wrong. She was in that show, like, the last season.
Oh, I did not like it. I liked the show. It just took too long to get through. Like, I would go up to her. Like, I would go up to her literally. Like, she would watch like 3 episodes, and I'd be like, hey, "Do we know who the daddy is yet?" No. Did what's the name cheat on her husband? Did they move? He move out? Oh no, we only on day 2. Like, it'd been 5 episodes, and we only do 2 days.
I just realized that whole show. No, it was like 5 seasons, and that whole show only took like 10 months. Because I think like one of the first episodes, she found out she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the episode, the baby was only like a month or 2. Like, that whole show was only like 10 months long. And it was like 5 seasons.
And the dude was like, he was like weird, crazy. Like,
Randall.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah, he was tripping. I don't know what the fuck he was on.
Anyway, I'm getting off.
Our Kind of People is on Fox. We're going to have to watch that. I saw the commercial, and I kept saying, I was like, yeah, we need to watch that. Like soap opera. If Loving You Was Wrong was a whole soap opera. It really was. It was a whole soap opera.
That's how Phil sisters feel.
Not as bad as If Loving You Was Wrong.
I gave up on that show. Like I said, I had to give up on that show.
I watched it. Everybody died. I was like, what the hell?
And then when he didn't they like buried Randall alive and he got out?
No, they tried to do that. And then the police came and saved him, but
because he was in the back of the pickup truck.
And, but what's her face killed him. His ex-wife killed him.
It was like too much.
And then they blamed it on Alex, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's crazy."
It was banging the neighbors, and it was just. I'm like, this show doing too much. I can't do this show.
That show was a lot. It was really stressful sometimes. It was just Eddie was stressful. The cop, like, it was just too much.
Oh, he was just out here randomly killing people, and he was locking. He was like threatening the rookie cop. I'm like, this show is what is going on here?
Yeah, he was stressful for real. Say, yes, I made it. Hey, Whitney, girl, we getting off, girl. It's about, we've been on here for an hour and 30 minutes, girl. We getting off. I'm glad you made it, though. All right, you done?
Yeah, go watch. Hopefully we can wrap up Monogamy.
Monogamy.
Yes, y'all got to watch it so we can.
Oh, close. Congrats. Congrats, Whitney. Take some cheers. I already drank my glass. So cheers. Happy for you. Throw some stuff from. I'm gonna Throw some dude stuff for Mark. Steelers made the playoffs. He all right with this conversation. He know he like these shows.
I like the Steelers. I don't hear nothing about I hate the Steelers. I hope that was a I hope that was like a slight jab, like because we hate the Steelers over here. We hate the Steelers. We dislike the Bengals. I know Mara on here. Congrats and all that, but we dislike the Bengals. The Browns didn't make this playoff, so I haven't watched football in 2 weeks since the Browns have technically been eliminated from the playoffs. I didn't watch the national championship. I haven't watched any football. I really haven't watched sports. The Browns just got me depressed. So yeah. Oh, she said, yeah. Oh, well, thank you for putting me in a worse mood. I appreciate that because I literally have not watched sports in like 2 weeks because of what the Browns did to me 2 weeks ago. So
we're about to finish up Monogamy. I was up last night tossing and turning, like, how do these people, like, what is going on in the show? I was really thinking about it, like, in the middle of the night, like, I couldn't sleep.
Oh, my God. Well, maybe we don't need to put this show on.
No. All right, y'all. We're about to get out of here. Thank you for joining us. It has been so much fun. If you have any other topics that you want us to discuss, like not next week, but it'll be in 2 weeks. We're going to still try to go live every other Thursday. So hopefully you guys can meet us here every other Thursday at 9:30 for the live. Anything else?
Nope. That's it, because I'm getting sleepy if we're going to watch this show.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. Have a good 2 weeks, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Next video going live Sunday. Next video going live Sunday, so make sure y'all catch it, watch it, comment, like it. We appreciate it. Bye. I get off here and stream.
His son upstairs doing